Hi, good afternoon. My name is Gisela Lombardi. I'm doing my final project video for my very good teacher Stacy Ops. So I want to put some music and be this moment relaxed. So I want to talk about breastfeeding problems. This is one topic I'm take because I have three kids and because I really want to talk about this. I have many problems when I was breastfeeding. Even with three kids, was really hard for me breastfeed. So I get many classes. I talk many other little small personal classes. I hired a nurse to help me to breastfeed. I buy a books. I spend time in YouTube videos. I try everything you never know for try to breastfeed, but I never can. I have a lot of problems. I was cry. I was depressed. I get a lot of frustration. So that's the reason I pick up this topic. And I want to be a fun topic because for all the women we have a kid, so they are pregnant, not have to be stressed, not have to be stressful, not have to be anything more than happy to feeding your baby. Okay, that's the reason for music. You have to be happy. So the principal problems we have when we try to breastfeed is I want to go for the first one. Some women don't have enough milk, and some others have a lot. This is one problem I have when, sorry for my kids, when I just have my baby, I don't have any milk, none coming out. My baby was crying and I don't know what happened. I can breastfeed and they not let me give a formula because they tell me you have to breastfeed first. So I'm trying, they are hungry and no milk and all. So I was reading the books and I know now the milk take at least the 3 or 5 days to coming out. So finally I get the milk on it and I have other problems. I have sore or cracked nipples. So my nipples getting very dry. So I can't even handle the pain and the situation with a new baby because I was a new mom for my first baby. So was so a lot of information and I don't have enough milk and then I can feed my baby for some reason. So my nurse told me, get your baby, sorry, I have an elephant, get your baby this way and open the mouth. Try to open his mouth a little bit, put your finger on it around, and when he opened the mouth, the most big mouth he opened, put it in the nipple. So I tried that, but for some reason the baby no get it and hurt me because I was doing wrong. So my nipples was cracked. It was like very painful, the most painful I can. So after 3 days, I don't want to feed it anymore. After 2 days, I just pretending not to give you milk anymore. So, and then she told me, maybe change the position. Put your pillow over here, put your baby this way, and feed him this way. So I'm trying, and then the baby's not getting here, the baby's not getting hurt. My boobs are getting bigger because I have a lot of milk. And then I have a lot of frustration and everything. So the next step I want to talk is about breastfeeding is sometimes painful. Sometimes you try so hard to give it the milk to your baby and everything, but for some reason you can't do it. So that's the reason it's a big problem with the woman after postpartum, like we get so stressful and we got all frustration and then we don't want to breastfeed anymore because we thinking like maybe you're never doing right or maybe something's happened with you Like that's the reason we can know breastfeed. So sometimes the baby is not getting appropriate nipple. Sometimes the baby is just like not open the mouth enough. Sometimes they getting just a little bit on the nipple is when it's the problems start to get a crack of nipple, to get a very sensitive part dry. So too much breast milk. So in one moment I get my breasts hurt because I have a lot of milk on it, and then I cannot give it to my baby because for some reason my baby knows stay away and cries and cries and cries. So in this point I have one tip. So I learned that in my one of my 1,000 classes I was taking. Never let your baby be hungry too much. It's important set up schedules, and it's important put everything on a schedule, and then that way you know when is the time for feeding the baby. It's usual every 2 hours. Every 2 hours, having your baby trying. If you can be, and once like he cannot eat it, you can tell because you have to check in the diapers if he go pee, if he eat or not. So other tip for when your nipple is cracked. So the breast milk, you take a little bit out and put it on. Put it on around your nipple. That helps. That will help a lot. That's the only thing. So when you're not breastfeeding right, when you're not giving enough milk and everything, breastfeeding can give infections. Your breast can get infections. We saw a couple of classes ago, like we have mastitis. It's painful when your body gets hot and when it's very painful. And then when you're not treatment, you know all the right treatment. So breastfeeding can be abscess a lot of milk, and it can be infection. It can get worse. So especially we are always see our body, you know, like try to see any symptoms when you feel hot, obviously you feel fever, or you use a lot of blood, because I have that problem too. Sometimes I was breastfeeding and I get a lot of blood on the So other tip I know, you never give it baby. If you breastfeeding and you see blood on it, you have to put it away, that milk. Because that milk have maybe not only milk, something else, and then you are giving that to your baby. So I want to talk some personal stuff like don't worry, be happy. Be happy because sometimes can be stressful. Sometimes can be so stressful to try to breastfeed. But you don't have to be that way. Doesn't matter how many books you read, doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watch. Every baby is different and every situation is different. The most important as a woman is be relaxed. Be relaxed. Try to not stressful. Take your time with your baby. One tip I can tell you is getting your baby, and let him be a little not too tight, you know, the blankets and everything. Let him touch you. Take your clothes off. Take your moment as a special moment, clothes off, and skin into skin, and let your baby be relaxed, sign a song. I was signing in Spanish, and then he was just looking at me like that, and just try to sleep. If you can, try 15 minutes in one, 15 minutes another one, in different positions. Not necessarily have to be this way, like the nurse tell me, or that way. It's good if you feel comfortable and whatever the baby feels comfortable with you. So it's very, very important not be stressful because your baby feels everything. It's very important how you eat, because if you eat spicy, he can get colics. If you eat whatever food is like, you know, too much condiments, they can get irritated. So it's very, very important, like try to know what do you eat, to see what do you eat. Your diet is really, really, really important. So one thing I want to tell you, like a personal a personal experience. I only breastfeeding my kids for 2 weeks. It was so painful, was so frustration, and then I feel always guilty for that. Now I understand, like, as a mom, and after 3 kids and everything, we try to use the best. Sometimes you can, sometimes it's not. You don't have to feel guilty for not breastfeeding. So, like I say in my last paper, don't worry, be happy. So don't worry, be happy. Kids are happy, kids are healthy. Here is Lindsay, and and she was the most easy girl to breastfeed because she opened the mouth very well and get the nipple very well.
Happy.
Yeah. So she was very easy to breastfeed. And she get more milk than other kids.
Face.
And actually,
happy face.
yeah. And actually,
Happy face.
you can tell she was less stressful because I was more relaxed because she was the last baby. So, well, to me, that is my video for today. Thank you so much, Stacy, for everything. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.